I'm talking about Joshua Garcia. Direct ko yun for Darna, pwede bang mag one-on-one workshop sa'yo? Wow, ikaw na nag-aasa akin ng workshop ha. Of course, sometimes it takes a toll on my body, to be honest. Natutunan ko na on how to declog, on how kung paano magpagpag ng karga. Remember, that's the reason why we have the after master class. The after class na we eat, we drink after in the old normal. Kasi that's my way on not only me, but even the students to chit-chat para ngayon i-close yung mga dapat i-close na emosyon. Kasi that's a problem ng mga artista before. Pag hindi na ko close, that's the time we're in, yan na, di ba may mga kanya-kanya na silang mga bisyo. Ako, I always tell actors, you need to control your emotions. Pag cut na, cut na. Ang term ko ngayon dyan is you need to lord your emotions. Hanap ka ng paraan on how to do, on how to cut things. Kasi like ako, sabi lang nung wife ko, pag umuwi daw ako, nung dati, hindi ko pa alam kung paano ko sarado, Albert. Sabi ni Milene, ayan, naka-eksena mo si Milene. Sabi niya, naririnig niya daw yung mga cabinet sa kitchen, tunugan ng tunugan. Kasi bakit? Kakain ako. Kaya ako tumaba ng ganito. Kinakain ko yung emosyon na nararamdaman ko na lahat nanggagaling sa mga estudyante ko. But I learned how to shrug it off. Again, my term, even for the actors, you need to lord your emotions. Otherwise, you're not an actor. If you need to cut it, then cut it. Tapos na yun. Huwag mo nang dalhin kahit saan. Ako, I always tell them, find ways on how to divert that attention. Number one, meron pa rin. Kaya nga lang, siyempre, it feels different. Meron kaming an hour or 30 minutes, Albert, na magstay kami sa Zoom. Tapos, Zoom inuman, Zoom kainan. Kanya-kanyang dala ng drink nila, o yung iba may soju, yung iba naman may iced tea. Tapos magkikwentuhan kami ng for 30 minutes to about an hour. Minsan nga umaabot ng 2 hours. Hanggang sa, wala na, hindi mo, nakalimutan mo na, naipagpag mo na yung mga nabuksan na emosyon. We can still do that. So an hour after, ganon. And then, I always tell them, siguro wag ka munang matulog. Do something else in the house. Kunyari, kung wala namang after class bonding, do something else as simple as watch TV or check your social media and so on and so forth. Basta ang point is do something else. Para ngayon hindi ka lang naka-zoom in doon sa nabuksang sugat o nabuksang pain na da-divert mo, or as simple as if you have a journal, write it down. Kasi na-express mo eh. Yan ang artist eh. Kailangan meron siyang area to always express themselves. Or as simple as TikTok. Kundi mag-TikTok ka, di nawala yan. Yung ganon.
We have our culminating activity. I'm teaching, I'm handling the kids acting workshop for kids ages 6 to 12 years old, for both basic and advanced. For the culminating, we have we make them do several scenes, 1 or 2 scene studies, all the participants, and it's surprising. Surprisingly, the kids were able to do the scenes with all their heart, and they did it with all the emotions that they have, as they understand, as they understand the scene that they have to do. So we were successful in having these community activities, and for the kids to do the different scenes. One, it's either scene with another actor, yeah,
Mhm.
or a scene with the two other actors interacting with them. So we didn't have any problem at all, and we're just so surprised that they were able to deliver. They were able to deliver during the culminating activities itself.
That's in acting.
That's in
How?
acting, yeah. In terms
Mhm.
of in acting for kids.
Okay.
So yeah, as if they're you can hear comments from the audience, and even from the kids themselves, that as if they are watching a television series going on,
Mm.
because of the how the scenes are done, and they are done as realistically as can be. So no problem at all when doing these scenes with kids. They give their all. So
Okay.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy with the outcome of all the scene studies that they did for the culminating activity.
For voice or the singing workshop,
Mhm.
um, we also like we create a concert, something like a concert. As the kids have been assigned their songs, and then they've been practicing and learning it, and actually the first recital, the first season of the pandemic workshop, we had it in Facebook. On the
Mm.
second workshop, we did it in Kumu
Oh, okay.
already. So we with all the works, like submitted videos of them performing their songs. So even up to the last recitals we have had, even the Canada workshops, everything was up to the final run. They have to video and then put their inputs there, how to present their song, their assignments, and then we put it like a full program in Kumu. But one good thing though that I can say, that even if it's online, it is working, because like I am a streamer in Kumu.
Mm.
I had one session that I invited a whole class of mine, and yeah, I was just there like a doting mother, enjoying the performance of my students, as they sang their songs for the whole workshops that we have had before. Then they sang it all in that session with me, in that stream with me. So um it's already parang actual performance, live performance in Kumu. So that attests that even if it's a online or virtual workshop, it is really effective.
First of all po, youngest yung class natin no po sa lahat ng matagal-tagal na po yung iba mga workshops, yung acting, dancing, and voice workshops no po. Yung conversational Tagalog po, hindi lang kasi siya for performatory na goals, but basically talaga communication. So, at the end po, may culminating din, pero not as grand yet, kasi nga, kinocultivate pa lang din, dinidevelop pa lang din po natin yung workshop na ito. But so far, from the first one that we had, we invited po, kasi nga dahil for example, sa basic class, from zero po halos yung Tagalog. So talagang hindi sila marunong,
Mm.
hindi natin pinipilit na bigla silang maging parang balagtas na makapagsalita po dahil nga conversational. So what we did was we made po a short program for them para lang din po magkaroon sila ng spontaneous na conversation. And yun pong audience nila are family members. So, in-invite din natin yung
Mm.
mga friends nila para, may konti rin po syempre performance na involved, especially sa advanced students kasi they can perform scripts na. So, doon po meron tayong, yung culminating nila is parang they are in an audition environment. So, what will they do? Meron ding mga guests na judges and coach. So, na-test din po in a manner na hindi sobrang performatory dahil kailangan lang nilang ma-apply yung napag-aralan nila na communication skills, which okay naman po yung feedback so far dun sa unang run po natin last year, and hopefully ngayong taon din magkaroon din tayo ng maraming estudyante ulit.
Just to add on dun sa tanong mo kanina sa kanila dyan, just for the audience to know and for the people to know what to expect after. Of course, we don't promise anything that after the workshop you're an artista already. But we can promise you one thing, that you can bring this along, not only in terms of being an actor, dancer, or singer, but to make you as a better person. Number one, exciting yung mga recitals namin. Nabanggit kanina, ang voice at ang dance namin, it's pre-recorded lahat. Kasi meaning ng pre-recorded, ine-edit namin yon dahil baka kasi magkaroon ng problem sa logging ng internet. So we have a sort of a concert or recital wherein we put that in Kumu or in FB, then everybody will have the chance to see their anak, their or whoever they support in the workshop. On the other hand, ang acting naman namin lahat live. Kasi live acting with, kagaya ng sinabi ni Ma'am Edna kanina, the students' output in the recital will be a scene study with a professional actor. For example, there's a scene with Tita Carla Martinez, or we'll invite somebody from Star Magic. But usually, we invite those veteran actors. Like recently, si Soliman Cruz acted with kids in a scene study. Iba't ibang scene study yun, ranging from Hollywood to Disney, tinatagalog namin, and even Tagalog films. And then, their parents get to watch them live. Na ni-rehearse yun prior. Hours of rehearsal yun para hindi magkamali yung mga bata. So it's like watching them on theater and at the same time, live camera. So nakikita din namin, of course, we invite producers to watch them, to scout for them. So that's how exciting. No? Acting-wise, everything is live. Dance and voice, pre-recorded. They get to submit. They get to revise. Kami yung mag-e-edit. And then merong mga guest actors who can dance and who can sing with them. Nasa mga teachers na yon on how to blend yung mga boses nila, yung mga dance nila. On the other hand, like what you said, lagi silang nasa active file namin. Kasi every time that the network or even independent producers ask me or ask Star Magic about in terms of auditions, of course, ang una naming maiisip yung tinray namin. Of course, we always refer them. Technically, all workshoppers nasa active file namin yan, regardless of they are into the introductory class. We have 4 levels in the workshop: introductory, advanced level 1, advanced level 2, and the master class. So depende dun sa hinahanap ng mga producer in terms of the looks, but what we're more after is this actor workable? Ano yung strength nito? As specific John as kailangan po namin ng kontrabida for this, kailangan po namin ng ganon. Then we can think of our workshopper. And I think hindi sa pag-ano naman, I think that's their leverage when they go Star Magic, because we're not promising anything but they're on the active file. Kasi of course, we will refer those na na-train na namin rather than yung mga hindi pa. I believe that there are a lot of talents out there, but they just don't have the means. Since our workshop is a paying workshop. So then we started to offer this scholarship. Of course, number one is those who were really determined, yung determination nila to really win this contest. So marami silang mga challenges every week. It's like yung other contests ng ABS like the Be the Star
Mhm.
na may mga gagawin silang challenges every week. Ako para sa akin, kung ako tatanungin mo personally, I'm really not after the looks. Kasi
Mhm.
I always tell actors, magiging artista ka ba kasi maganda ka at gwapo? The answer is yes and no. Yes, because personality counts. No, because marami ng magaganda at gwapo sa industriya. The next question is, will you become an actor because you're very good in terms of skill? The answer again is yes and no. Yes, because tawag dito, workability counts, especially nowadays in the pandemic. We want actors who can pull it off in the first 2 takes. But no, kasi ang dami ng mahuhusay na artista eh. But what is that thing that why do we get you? You need to be different among the rest
Mm.
with a a workable attitude. Yeah. You know what? I'll be honest. In our classes, tough love kami, John. And that's the reason why we have levels. We don't call them, we don't say to them that you fail. You are retained. So let's say in the acting class, after the 14 sessions, including the recital, your teacher will assess you from the moment you started up to the recital. Then they will make an assessment if you pass the next level, which is the advanced class, or you're retained. If you're retained, ganito ka delicate yung mga ang pag-handle ng mga teachers ko and even me. We will write them letters.
Mm.
Letters, usually personal letter of the teacher. Why we need to retain you in the introductory class. Kasi, not for anything, hindi niya pa kaya yung next level na yon. We're looking for something pa sa kanya in that level. On the other hand, madederail yung learning ng advanced class kasi mas magpo-focus kami doon sa weakness na dapat tinake niya at hinone niya sa introductory class. Sa totoo
Mm.
lang maraming nagtatampo. Pero, marami nagtatampo. Pero, where are they right now? Yung mga most of my students right now, like for example, I just at the top of my head, nung lumabas siya sa PBB, pinag-workshop siya sa akin. Tapos, ang tamad-tamad niya mag-attend ng workshop. Tapos sabi ko lang sa kanya, if you're not gonna be diligent in attending the workshop and doing assignments and doing rehearsals, walang mangyayari sa'yo. Top
Mhm.
love ako sa kanya. Hanggang sa mamiyang kote, nag-attend siya nag-attend ng workshop. Humusay ng humusay, hanggang naging, bang klase ka ah. Tapos ngayon, siya na yung nag-a-ask sa akin ng workshop. Sabi niya, Direk, meron akong role. I'm talking about Joshua Garcia. Direk,
Mhm.
yun, for Darna, pwede bang mag one-on-one workshop sa'yo? Wow, ikaw na nag-a-ask sa akin ng workshop ha. So, alam mo yun, regardless of you're a Joshua Garcia, you're a Charlie Dizon, you're Jada, Joao, ako, I always tell them, this is not for us. The 50% you'll learn from us. But the other 50% will come from you, from your sipag, from your push. So where are they right now? And I'm always telling them, taas natin ang bar ng pag-aaral natin. One is, acting is a lifestyle of learning. Two, you're just as good as your last work. Eh kung yung mga Hollywood actors nga, nag-aaral pa, I always tell them, o sige, kahit na hindi nyo kilala yun, di naman kayo mag-aartista sa Hollywood. Why is that a 69-year-old mumbling actor consulted Ivana Chabak to do workshops, and nung nagsipag siya, mayaman na yon, milyonaryo na yon, won the Best Supporting Actor for Creed in the Golden Globe. We're talking about Sylvester Stallone. Hindi na kailangan mag-workshop. And then we're talking about, and down the line, from Brad Pitt to Charlize Theron, na si Charlize Theron, pag-break sa taping, sa shooting, pupunta sa Ivana Chabak studio, mag-o-observe, mag-o-audit. Tatawagan si Ivana Chabak at sasabihin, can I be the last one to put up scene? Kasi matatapos ang shoot ko ng 10 o'clock eh. And where are they right now? And for a Brad Pitt to say that isa siyang server, isa siyang waiter, just to get by in the workshop, nagwe-waiter. Hanggang sa one time, sabi nung kaklase niya, pwede bang, I'm looking for, I'm looking for somebody who can pair me up because I'm doing an audition video. Okay. Sabi ni Ivana Chabak, grabe, tatatlo lang ang line ni Brad Pitt. Hours of rehearsal. Sabi niya kay Brad Pitt, that's enough. You're over-rehearsing. Then now, guess what? Sinong nakuha? Sinong may callback? Hindi yung gumawa. Ang may callback si Brad Pitt. And the rest is the history for Brad Pitt. And that's the reason why I'm telling my students, di ba, from who land jobs and win awards like Christian Bables of Die Beautiful and Charlie Deason of Fangirl, you're just starting. You're just as good as your last work. Di ba? I always tell them that the gauge here is yung tapak sa mundo. Mag-aral kayo. Kasi nangangalawang ang artista. The acting before, during the 60s now, di ba? If you're gonna watch TCM now or what, bakit sila tumutula? If you're gonna watch the 80s, di ba sasabihin natin, ba't OA lahat ng artista, sigawan na sigawan, or etc. During that time, that was okay.
Mhm.
That was the trend. But it's the ever-changing ball game, acting. And do we change? Yes, people change. So acting changes. So you need to learn every day, as simple as observing people. Kasi I always tell them, you can learn acting by just reading sa books. I'll give you the right books. But yung sinabi ni Tita Carla kanina ang napaka-importante sa amin yung you also face your deep-seated issues in life when it comes to acting. Kasi bakit? Acting is always personal. Nothing beats being personal. So the difference of my technique, our technique, or the one that we teach as star magic actors is we're using pain as a fuel, and nothing beats that.